Hey everyone, welcome back. Now, time for a monthly update, but just want to say a Happy New Year to everyone. Hope everyone's staying nice and healthy. So, pretty much, it really didn't have much happening, but figured might as well do some more videoing for the new year. Of course, being first video of the year, figured do an update on what's been going on. So, for starters, I did get this, did get my Christmas build all done of of the 2000 Plymouth Prowler from AMT that did up in which I did up in the green, red, and gold paint job scheme, and then decided to weather it up a slight bit just to make it look like it's been driven around, taken on cruise around the North Pole. So did a few other little touch-ups like with the red interior, the brown dash pad to simulate a wood grain trim or a wood grain or a leather trim. But looking at it now, it more looks like leather. So, and then also got a tree in it. And then painted up the wheels with just some craft paint in white to make it look like it's just been driven around. Then got the underside all snowed up. I did have the frame painted gold as well with the black inside inserts. So I also did have the Jeep planned, but I was having some paint issues with that, so don't have that done. But I might work on it. Not sure if I'm going to video it or not. But who knows? So there's that. And then I'd also like to mention that this year is actually going to be the first year of making YouTube videos, which may not seem like much, but I've done about 25 builds this year, some of which were videoed, but a lot of them weren't. So I'm definitely going to be going back on some builds. I got some builds done, but what I want to do is I want to go back, take a look at some builds that I have started on, just get those finished before I start on anything else. Because it seems that if I don't get some finished, it's just going to be extra stuff that's going to be sitting around forever. Plus, if I want to build something else, it's not going to get done in time. So, with that, I do have a few kits actually that I'm going to be looking at. I do have the first one being is the AMT Turtle Monster Jam Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles truck, which I did a video of parts review on this kit back in January 24th of last year. So, originally I had this one partially built, but realized some of the parts weren't in the right spot. So, it really became a mess when I tried to take stuff apart. So, everything's pretty much all over the place. So, what I'm going to be doing is similarly how I did the rebuild on that 67 Charger Hemi. I'm going to be possibly rebuilding this to make it look at least presentable. And then, along with this, I have mentioned before of a big rig transport trailer that I built last December actually, that I got done for New Year's. So, I don't have it with me right now, but I'll go get that very quickly and show you what it is. And then, I haven't looked at the condition of it in so long. So, I'm going to go get that plus the two other kits that went with it. So, we'll be right back with that. So, I went down to go get some of my models, and here's some more that I'm thinking about doing a rebuild or going to be fixing up in the upcoming days. So, first of all, got the race car hauler Ford LN 8000 truck that I built sometime that I got done about sometime this around this time last year. So this one year I wanted to make with the parts, wanted to make my own custom race team for it. So to go with it, as there wasn't a Mustang kit, I did end up deciding to build an Edsel to go with it, which is a bit of a unique choice, I would think. So end up building these two kits here in a matching paint scheme, which was a blue on gold two-tone. And then to go with it, from Galaxy Limited, did buy a 20-foot long Tagalong trailer, which I painted up in the similar color scheme. Which is this here's a little bit of a teaser on what's going to be shown of it. But of course, over the year, I should say, they've been falling in a little bit of disrepair, mainly due that I didn't have the proper skills at the time when I started modeling. But as I'm a bit more experienced, there's a bunch more things that I've learned. So these I feel are going to be worth the rebuild. So then next what I've got is a project that I actually started around July, actually. So I'm sure some of you may have known I did want to try and build a custom 6x6 truck. So I do have it stored in here, but let me just get this over first. This open first. So what I wanted to do was, with the Ford Firestone kit, I had an idea of wanting to make a 6x6 truck. So what I have done, well, a little bit embarrassingly, I haven't had any time to work on this at all. So pretty much what I wanted to be doing is making a boxed truck, a truck with a box, and have a full-on proper truck box, and use this as a car, and use it as a team hauler. So with this being a 6-wheel drive truck, got the front, middle, and the rear. So there's still going to be, so seeing how everything's still white, it just goes to show on how much that still needs to be done on this. And sticking with the relative theme, I did also want to make a racer's wedge, but instead of using the Chevy kit, I decided I wanted to use the Ford kit. So I did get the ramp part all assembled with the trailer hitch. So reason why I haven't got started on this was actually that I got stumped on what to do about it. Because for a while I been wanting to attach the frame onto the chassis, but because these were from two different trucks, things aren't going to work exactly. So I'm going to be working out a few things on how I can actually make make both kits actually look presentable. So that's definitely going to be something I'm going to be working on. And then to go with it, I now have the scrap body and chassis from the Racer's Wedge Chevy. I'm actually considering on doing is I might try and see if I can work on making a tube chassis, actually, making this a custom show truck. Because since I only have half the frame, I would have to essentially make an entire new chassis in order for the truck to look presentable, which I actually find that would be a fun challenge to build. Make make something completely custom out of something. Plus, it keeps a bunch of big stuff out of my parts bins. So there's pretty much that. So just a little bit. So that's pretty much a few of my plans that I'm thinking of doing over the next month or so. So with that out of the way, that that's going to finish it up for this month's update. And Happy New Year. Hope and make sure everyone stays safe and healthy. And see you next time.